I believe that some recipes are very easy to make and will still come out absolutely delicious regardless of the method that you use in preparing it. Which is why today I'm going to be showing you how I made this no knead bread recipe. Yes, you do not need to knead your dough to make this bread. If you're seeing my video for the first time, welcome, and please do not forget to like this video, share, drop your comments and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any videos that I'm going to be sharing. The first thing you want to do when you want to make this bread is to sieve your flour. You want to remove any impurities and also erase the flour so that it becomes lighter and easier to work with. And now you want to proof your yeast. Proofing of your yeast makes you know if the yeast is still very good and if you should use it to prepare your bread. All you have to do is mix your yeast with some sugar and warm water. Mix that together and allow it to rise, and you would know that it is ready to use. Now we are going to mix our dry ingredients together. Into your flour, you are going to add some sugar, some salt and powdered milk. Don't worry, all the ingredients with accurate measurements will be in the caption, so please do not forget to check it. You are going to mix your dry ingredients together. After 5 minutes, this is what the proofed yeast looks like. Can you see how it looks like? I mixed that together and then I went in with some melted butter and also 1 egg, and then I'm going to mix it properly and transfer it straight into my dry ingredients as I did just here. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments and I'll be in the comments to answer all your questions. For this recipe, your dough is going to be very sticky. Please do not be tempted to add any more flour. Please, emphasis on the please, because I know that you can be tempted to add more flour. Just look at how this dough is. This is exactly what you want your dough to look like. And now we're going to cover this with a cloth and then also something to top it up and leave it to rise for about 60 minutes. Now we are going to prepare our pan. You can use any pan that you have. This is the pan that I have, and by preparing it, I'm just going to add in some melted butter, rub around the sides of the pan till it's properly rubbed with the melted butter, and then I'm also going to add in some flour. If you have a baking sheet, you can also use your baking sheet. You just line your pan with a baking sheet and you're good to go. I did have a baking sheet, and so I just had to use some melted butter and some flour, rub it around the pan, and my pan is ready to use. After 1 hour, it's time to check on our dough. You know your dough is ready when it has doubled in size, as you can see here. So you want to deflate the air from the dough by just mixing it together like I am doing here, and it's time for us to now work on the dough. You want to clean the surface that you want to work on. Go in with some flour so that your dough isn't sticking to the surface, and then we are going to divide this dough into 2 so that we can work with it individually. I divided my dough into 2 and then formed it into the shape that I wanted. You are free to use any shape that you want to form your bread into. You can either do it into like bread rolls, where you have like 12 bread rolls in a pan, or you make it into like 2 rolls just the way I did, or even like just bake your bread as a whole loaf. You are free to do anything that you want. What I did here is just trying to roll the dough into the shape that I want, and then I'm going to transfer it into the pan. After rolling the dough, I'm going to be transferring it into the pan, and this is what it looks like. But you're not done yet. You're not yet putting this into the oven to bake. You're still going to cover this and allow it to rise for another 40 to 50 minutes before you go in to bake. After 40 minutes, this is what our bread dough looks like, looking so good already. And then I just brushed the bread dough with some melted butter and egg wash. My remaining egg, I added some melted butter to it. I brushed it, and then I'm going to be transferring it into my preheated oven. Please make sure you preheat your oven for about 15 minutes before you use. I baked that for 45 minutes, and after 45 minutes, I added melted butter so that the face could shine, and we have our no knead bread. This bread came out fluffy, delicious, and you can pair it with anything that you like. It cuts down my cooking time by 50% because if you do not have a mixer, you know how much strength you are going to use to knead your dough. Let me know, are you going to be trying this? Do you have any questions? Please let me know in the comments, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Remember to please give this video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.